Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Klishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine. So we are seeing the questions put by Yudhishthira, questions, 6 questions in fact. So regarding the different states, one is what is the Devata, what is the Parayana, what is the God, what is the supreme state, and what is that which needs to be extolled, praised, what is that which should be worshipped, what is that which is the supreme dharma, and what is the one which needs to be chanted. Okay, all that. So now Bhīṣma answers. Shri Bhīṣma uvāca. Shri Bhīṣma uvāca. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevamanantaṃ. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevamanantaṃ. Anantam puruṣottamam. Anantam puruṣottamam. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevamanantaṃ. Anantam puruṣottamam. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevamanantaṃ. Anantam puruṣottamam. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ. Utthitaḥ. Utthitaḥ. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevaṃ. Anantam puruṣottamam. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevaṃ. Anantam puruṣottamam. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ. Very good. So what does he say? Jagatprabhuṃ devadevam anantam puruṣottamam. Puruṣottamam, one word. Stuvan nāmasahasreṇa. Puruṣaḥ satatotthitaḥ, another one word. Satatotthitaḥ. Satatotthitaḥ. Satatotthitaḥ puruṣaḥ nāmasahasreṇa. Jagatprabhuṃ devadevam anantam puruṣottamam stuvan. This person, the seeker, one with satata one, always encouraged, always involved in. What? Through the name, the 1,000 names, the innumerable names, Jagatprabhuṃ, the Lord of all the creation, Devadevam, the God of gods, Anantam, the unlimited, Puruṣottamam, the greatest among the Puruṣas, the greatest among the creations, stuvan, worshipping him. What happens is not said here. Worshipping him, stuvan, that's all. Okay? So we have to bring the result from the result or the continuity from the, because there's two possible. Stuvan, he can do something else also. So here, stuvan, he gains something. We'll see that in the Bhashya. Shat prashnaha gatitaha. 6 questions are said. As always, we'll see the Bhashya first and then enter into the explanation of each word in the Bhashya. Not each word, the important ideas in the Bhashya. Sat prashnaha katitaha. Shat prashnaha, 6 questions. We already said 6 questions. Teshu paschatyaha anantaraha japya vishayaha shashtaha prashnaha anena shlokena parihriyate. So, among them, paschatya. Paschatya means anantaraha, the later. Later means japya visheha, sashta prashnaha. The 6th question regarding the japya, the object of japa. Anena shlokena parihirati. That is this shloka. That is a doubt. A doubt is a problem. So, problem is resolved here with this shloka. But wait. I asked 6 questions. Yes, I remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I remember. Why are you not saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Why do you start from 6? Okay, I understand. There are two systems. We call it LIFO and FIFO in economics. In accounts, they call it LIFO and FIFO. Last in, first out, and first in, first out. Okay, first in, first out, FIFO. First question, first answer. That is FIFO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions. Sixth question is answered first. That is LIFO. Last in, first out. Oh, you're following that LIFO? No. We are neither following LIFO nor FIFO. What is that? Because here, sixth question is answered. In the next very shloka, he is answering the fourth question, not fifth. So, we call this Suchi Kataha Nyaya, and logic called Suchi Kataha. Suchi means a needle, Kataha means a pan, frying pan, wok, actually. So, Suchi Kataha Nyaya, logic of a needle and wok. What is that? See, you want to make a wok or a pan, you go to the ironsmith, you ask him to make it. He is making it. While he is preparing it, he is doing it, he is getting it ready. He is beating the iron. At that point of time, another man comes. He needs a needle. He wants to bind something. He needs a needle. So he asks for a needle. The fellow immediately takes a line from the iron, cuts it, makes a needle and gives it to him. You say, I'm here waiting for my pan and you are doing the needle for him. Needle is quick. The fellow need not wait for this pan to get over for his needle to be done. And for the ironsmith also, it is quick money. So he first does that simple job, gets money and sends him off, and then gets the big job done. Similarly, here, this is the sixth question is the simplest of all that. So first he is taking that and resolving that problem, that doubt. Okay. So bhīṣma uvāca iti. Bhīṣma. What does bhīṣma? We are seeing the bhasha. Bhīṣma uvāca. Bhīṣma said. Okay. Sarvesham bhairanta shatrunam bhaihetuh bhīṣma. Bhīṣma means, what does bhīṣma mean? See, we have a system of naming people which has a meaning. Nowadays, they call Chintu, Pintu, Mogu, Bogu, something, some pet name. Even the pet name has a meaning here. So, Bhīṣma has a very good meaning. Bhīṣma, one who gives fear, one who instills fear for all the enemies, internal and external enemies. We'll see that internal and external, not the external enemies alone, the internal enemies also. Okay, so that is Bhīṣma, and he's not just that. That is the explanation for the meaning. What is he? Moksha dharmadinam pravakta. He's the lecturer or speaker of one who explains, the commentator on the moksha dharma, etc. Okay, that is he's capable of that. Who is he? Sarvajnaha. Sarvajnaha. He is a omniscient. Sarvajna means omniscient. Sarvam visheshena janati iti sarvajnaha. One who knows everything in detail. That is sarvajnaha. Jagatprabhuṃ iti. Jagatprabhuṃ. Jagatprabhuṃ means Jagat. First, what is Jagat? Jagat means Jangama Jagamatmakam, that which is of the nature of Jangama and Ajangama. Jangama means animate. Ajangama means inanimate. Movable, non-movable. Moving, non-moving. Means the animals, etc., and the trees, etc. That is the nature. That is what is Jagat is. We normally say Jayate Gacchate iti Jagat. That which is comes and goes. That is Jagat. This is what it is. Jagat means that which is animate and inanimate. Inanimate and inanimate objects is Jagat. Tasya Prabhu. Jagat Prabhu means Jagataha Prabhu. One who is Lord of. Prabhu means Swami. Swami means Lord. One who is the Lord of, Gishvara of the Jagat. Okay. Now, tam, him, Who is he? Devadevam. Devadevam means Devanam Brahmadinam Devam. He is God of the gods. We know gods of Brahma, etc. as the gods. No, he is even God for that Brahma, because Brahma goes and worships Vishnu. So he is God to gods, God of God. That is Devadevam. Anantam. Ananta means na anta iti anantah. That which does not have limit. What are the limits? Deshatha, kalatha, vastutah, aparichinnam. That which is not limited by time, space, and causation. Desha, space, kala, time, vastu, causation, objects. That which is not limited by time, space, and objects. Like, I am now here. I didn't exist 100 years back. I will not exist 100 years later. Limited by time. I am here. I am not there, not there, not there. You are not here. Limited by space. Then I am not you, you are not me. Limited by object, causation. So that which is not limited by time, space, and causation is anantam. Okay. Puruṣottamam. Puruṣāḥ uttamam. That is how normally we explain. He's not expanding it. He is saying ksharaksharaabhyam karyakaranaabhyam utkrishtam. Uttama means utkrishta. What does Puruṣottamam means? He is utkrishta Purusha. Utkrishta, superior than what? Superior than kshara and akshara. What is kshara and akshara? Karya and karana. The effect and cause. Kshara is the effect and akshara is the cause. Kshara means that which undergoes destruction. Akshara means that which does not undergo destruction. He is the one who is superior than that which undergoes destruction, that which does not undergo destruction. Okay. Destruction or transformation, anything. Nāmasahasreṇa, nāmasahasreṇa, with 1,000 names, with innumerable names. 1,000 is just for namesake. 1,000 refers to innumerable. Stuvan. Stuvan means gunasankirtanam kurvan. So stuti means to extol him, to praise him, to praise his greatness, to praise his great glory. Satatotthitaḥ. Satatotthitaḥ means nirantaram udyuktaḥ. Involved in it continuously. Puruṣaḥ. Puruṣaḥ means purnat, purnatvad, purishayanatva Puruṣaḥ, one who is absolute or one who is staying in the body. Therefore, he is Puruṣaḥ. Purishayana means residing in the body. Therefore, Puruṣaḥ. Or Purna means absolute. Therefore, he is called as Puruṣaḥ. What will happen to him? Kurvan. That is what is it? Doing this japa, stuti, sarva dukkhatiko bhavet. In 6th shloka it is said, sarva dukkhatiko bhavet. He dukkha atiko bhavet. Atigaha means atigacchati, goes beyond the sorrows. That is sarvatra sambandhyate. It is connected with this shloka, the 5th shloka and the 6th. Okay? Now, we'll enjoy the bhashya. Bhīṣma. Bhīṣma. What is bhīṣma? It is from the root word nibhi bhaye. Nibhi bhaye. Normally we'll say bhi bhaye. Ni either into the way it goes. You have only bhi. So bhi bhaye. To fear. To be afraid. So to fear, that is the root word. Is it you fear something? That also can be bhiya. Bhi. You are afraid of something or something is afraid of you. Both is bhi. Fear. Right? So who is he afraid of? He is not afraid of anything. Everyone is afraid of him. Who is that everyone? Internal and external. External means I know. But internal me? Kama, esha, krodha, esha. Kama and krodha. Kama and krodha means the anger and krodha. Anger, kama, desire. Desire and anger are two enemies. Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhavaha, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. So that is what he is bringing. He is giving proof from Gita, because Gita is also part of Mahabharata, and this is also Sahasranama is also part of Mahabharata. So he is bringing from there itself. Kama yesha krodha yesha. Kama and krodha are the two elements. That is why in the last class I spoke about the next day to the Avani Avita, or the Shravana Purnima, the day, the full moon day which went, where we changed the sacred thread. Now, next day to that was what we said yesterday. Now, today, on the day of sacred thread changing, we chant this mantra 108 times or 1008 times, they say. Kamo karshin manyura karshin namo namaha. That is a mantra. Kamo karshin manyura karshin namo namaha. They chant. This is what is the mantra. Kama did, desire did, anger did, not me. Salutations, my salutations, like that. It is a part of the first part of the two mantras. Kamo karshin namo namaha. Kamogarjit kamakaroti nahangaromi kamakarta nahangarta kamakarita nahankarita yeshate kamakamaya swaha. Manyurakarsheen namo namaha. Manyukarshit manyukaroti nahangaromi manyukarta nahangarta manyukarita nahankarita yeshate manyumanyave swaha. Kama did, or Kama does, and Kama make others do. Kama is the doer, I am not the doer, etc. That is the mantra's meaning. Anyway, that's not important. So the first part of it is Kamo Karshin Namo Namaha, Manyura Karshin Namo Namaha. Club together, Kamo Karshin, Manyura Karshin Namo Namaha. Okay. Now they chant this 108 or 1008 times. It's a very beautiful mantra. Now, here, everything is done because of this Kama and Krodha, anger and desire. That is why in same Bhagavad Gita, he says, Avartam jnaname tena jnanino nitya vairina kama rupena kaunteya, like that. Avartam jnanam etena, the jnana is, the knowledge is wielded by this Kama, who is nitya vairina, who is eternal enemy. He is not enemy now, he is always your enemy. The desire is always your enemy. Only the desire? Okay, Vishnu Purana says about anger. Aparadhini kopaste kope kopah katham nate kadharmarthaka mokshanam prasahyah paripanthini. Now, this is beautiful. He is an enemy that is established in Bhagavad Gita itself. But he says, see, you have to understand this is a very great aparadha. This is a very great, this one which krodha, the anger is that which makes you do all the mistakes for one small thing without any. So they say Kama, with regards to Kama, Kama turasya na bhayam na lajja. One who is attacked by desire, one who is fixed on a desire, for him there is no fear nor any shyness. Similarly, this krodha, for a person who is blinded by anger, we say, right? Blinded by desire and blinded by anger. He does not know anything, can't see anything. So that is the kind of obstacle this is for, this anger is for. What? Not just your moksha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. For all dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all the human pursuit, this is an obstacle. So what should you do? Have anger. What? You said anger is an obstacle. Yes. Anger is an obstacle. And you also teach to have anger. Yes. Why? Not anger over others or other things. Anger over anger. Kope kopaha katham nate. Why are you not angry about the anger? No, anger. I am just giving you. I don't want. Why don't you do that? That is what he says. Okay, bhīṣma. That is what is bhīṣma. One who instills fear, one who destroys the opponent internally and externally. Enemies internally and externally. Okay. Now, moksha dharma, dina, moksha dharma, etc. Moksha dharma, the dharma of liberation. It's not just dharma of liberation. He is also expert in raja dharma, the dharma of rule, um, ruling or governance. So he is also expert in that. He is expert in many things. Why say simply he is expert in this, he is expert in that? Simply put, sarvajnaha. Sarvam visheshena janati. I've already said. Sarvam visheshena janati sarvajna. One who knows everything in detail. Because the deva is in details. Deva is in details. Don't say devil. Deva is a God. Ishvara is in detail. Right? Okay. Now, Jagat. Jagat. Jagat means Jangama, he said, right? So it is from this Amarakosha statement, Jagat syad vishtape klibam vayo na jangame trishu. Jagat in the sense of Jangama is used in Jangama is used in all the three genders, masculine, feminine, and neuter genders. Okay. Now, Jagat, Jangama means the animate. Oh, only the animate, not inanimate. Not the inanimate. No, animate also refers to the inanimate. Jangama also refers to ajangama. Like dharma also refer to adharma. Chodana lakshana artho dharma athato dharma jignasa. Now we are inquiring into the dharma. By inquiring into dharma, we also inquire into the adharma. Right? So that is why he says Jangame. Very good. Devadevam. Devadevam means Deva means Dyotanatmakam. Divu Prakasha. We already saw the root word Divu Prakasha. From the root word Divu Prakasha, to illumine, to shine. One who is of the nature of effulgence. So the gods who are of the nature of effulgence, he is the effulgence of them. Super effulgence. Means tasya bhasa sarvamidam bhati. Because of his effulgence, everything is shining here. He is the original effulgence. So, Deva Devam. No, Anantam. Anantam. Anantam, he says, Anta means limit. Instead of taking it as limit, you have to take it as abhava, absence. Na anta abhavaha. One that which does not have limit means one that which does not have a absence, meaning that which exists in all three periods of time is Ananta. That which does not have a limit of time, space, causation is one way. But if you remove that, that which does not have non-existence at any point of time. Asita, asti, vartate. It existed, it exists now, it will exist later. That which has existence in all the three periods of time. Meaning that which is not negated in all three periods of time. All three periods. Time, space, causation, whatever. So that is what is Jangama. Because in Upanishad it says, Yo vai bhuma tad vai, that is the meaning of Ananta. Because Ananta means bhuma, vyapta, all pervading. Yo vai bhuma tad vai sukam nalpe sukam asti. The Shruti says in Bhuma Vidya, that's a Vidya called Bhuma Vidya. Bhuma Vidya means that which talks about Bhuma, the ultimate, the absolute self. Okay. So he says, Yo vai bhuma, that which is Bhuma, absolute, is sukam, is bliss. There is no bliss in limited. Because we say, oh, I enjoy the good coffee. First coffee is good. Second coffee, third coffee makes you revolt. That becomes a pain. You drink coffee for headache. The coffee itself becomes a headache. So that is there is no happiness in the limited. Okay. So at one point of time, which gives you happiness, the same object becomes a cause for pain. So that is not happiness. So that is why he says, Nalpe sukhamasti. And yat kritakam tada nityam. That which is created is always limited. So we are not talking about that. We are talking about that which exists in all three periods of time. Now, puruṣottamam. Puruṣottamam means sharaksharabhyam. Where did this shara and akshara come from? Same Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, it says, Dvav imau puruṣau loke, ksharascha evacha, ksharas sarvani bhutani, kutastokshara uchyate, uttamah puruṣastvanyah paramatmet udahrutah, iti udahrutah. 15th chapter, Dvav imau puruṣau loke. There are two kinds of purusha in this world. Kshara and akshara. Kshara means that which undergoes decay, destruction. Akshara, that which does undergo decay, destruction. Kshara sarvani bhutani. All the beings are kshara. Kutastha, that which exists in the self, in the individual self, as the indweller, is akshara, the cause. The purusha is a uttama puruṣatvanya. Uttama purusha is someone else different. See, apart from the antaryami, the indweller, and the creation, one who is different from all these two is the purusha we are talking about. Okay? Purusha uttama. That is why he is superior. Uttama purusha. He is superior. Superior than the kshara and akshara, the effect and cause. Okay. Now, stuvan. Stuvan is not a complete word. There is something which needs to be filled in to complete that statement. After doing the praising, extolling, what will he do? That is why he says, Sarva dukkha bhavet as the result. Now, nāmasahasreṇa. You have to do the chanting of nāmasahasra. How to do stuti? We said in three types. One is a louder, second is a upamshu, softer, third is a mental. So, whichever way. So, we said louder gives result. 1,000 times more result is softer. 1,000 times more result is mental. So, reciting that mentally, puruṣaḥ. Purusha means purnatvat, we said. But he is explaining. Vibharti, purayati, vyapnoti, swatmana sarvam drishyati. One which pervades, vyapnoti, one which pervades every object perceived. As what? Swatmana, with by oneself. One which pervades all these by oneself is purusha. From the root word palana puranayoh. Palana puranayoh means palana means to protect. Purana means to fulfill. So that which protects and fulfills, that is purusha. From that pur, then anyabhyo api drishyante, anyabhyo api drishyante, and there is a sutra, then that it changes, etc. Anyashu api drishyante. So you have purusha word. Now, puri shayanadva purusha, he said. Puri means sharira, the body. Navadvare pure dehi, in Bhagavad Gita, he said. Navadvare pure dehi, in the pura, in the city of 9 gates. So, sharira, the body. So, in that pura, shayate, he stays, he resides, he sleeps. In what form? In the form of jiva, individual self, in the form of antaryami, the indweller, Ishvara, is purusha. Okay, so purusha. So we say one who does this japa, sarva dukkha atigo bhavet. Dukkha, sorrow, atigachati, gam, from the root word gam, gamulru gatau, to go. So atigachati means he goes beyond. Atitya gachati, he goes beyond. Beyond what? Dukkha. Beyond dukkha, what exists? State of no sorrow. State of no sorrow is happiness. We don't accept happiness, sorrow, and in between, a state which does not have neither happiness nor sorrow. No. If it doesn't have, if it is beyond the sorrow, grief, then it is happiness. Meaning the absolute bliss. He goes beyond the sorrow, he gains that absolute bliss. That is the idea. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.